What's up, my beautiful people? It's your boy, disheveled Michael Bauer, after waking up at 5 p.m. Well, guess what this is? This is another edition of the Anxiety Files, where I talk about anything, what's going on in my life, how I'm feeling, and hopefully have a good time. I'm not going live today, which I should be, because it's always nice to see everybody, but some days, a lot of days, I don't want to go live. I actually have fears, even sometimes about doing my podcast live. I don't have always the best of energy, the best of functionability, or just, I struggle so much. And I'm not here to complain about all the struggles, but sometimes it's really debilitating. But I'm alive. I'm doing decent. And please hit that thumbs up, that like, that subscribe button. Consider donating or becoming a member of this channel for exclusive and early content and be a part of the podcast and some other stuff. And there is merchandise down below. And if you'd like to support me, I'd appreciate it. But hopefully by the end of this video, I've earned your like, I've earned your hitting the bell, or I've earned your donation, or you picking up merchandise. More importantly, hopefully I earned your respect. Because respect is not given, it's earned. And all I can be is me. All right, what are we going to talk about on today's Anxiety Files? Well, first off, I got a ton of anxiety because I woke up at 5 p.m. Long story short, I always live like a vampire. I think I'm truly a vampire, but I always live that way. And then I always get mad at myself for not getting on a basic schedule. You know, like normal people have, where they get up and go to work and do things. I live like I'm in Las Vegas. I have no schedules. And that is a problem. I get it. I get it. But I've always never had the willpower to constantly get on and stay on a routine. With all my other issues that affect me or cause barriers. So I struggle a lot. But I just got off the vampire schedule recently, and I had a couple of good productive days of life, getting some stuff done. I'm putting work on the computer, trying to build a website. I'm trying to come up with some video ideas, trying to figure out the editing program that I got on my old computer. And I need to do a lot of things, and I started to do it. So I started feeling real good. But what happened was, I had a very busy day yesterday, Monday, and I got really tired around 9:30 because I woke up and had a real long, productive day of life, which is a blessing. So I went to bed at 9:30, probably fell asleep by 10. But then my body woke up at like 3:30 in the morning, like 3:15, 3:20, and I couldn't go back to sleep. So that was only 5 hours of sleep. And normally I need 8 to 10. My body literally does not function off of anything less than 8. And I'm going to have a hard time struggling. And sometimes I sleep 12 to 14 due to health issues or whatever. And I know that's not good. Needs to be looked into. We are looking into that with my doctors. But that's a story for another day. All of that stuff. The healthcare system sucks, man. Every time you get an appointment, it's 3 weeks later. Everything needs to be approved. You have to see specialists. You got to go from this area to that area to see this specialist just to get some medication. And my medication ran out like last week, and they won't prescribe it again. They're requiring me to do blood tests and some other stuff before they give me a refill of my medication. So that's another reason why I'm probably going through metformin withdrawals. That's like for diabetes. That's the only medicine that I've been taking. People say, you need to take mental medicines. You need pharmaceutical mental medicines. Go screw yourself. But my metformin won't be refilled until I do some other things. and they need to test my blood and my levels and this and that. But yeah, just the healthcare is just ridiculous. And I watched South Park. What was it called? The End of Obesity the other day. That was really funny. About, what was it, Wegovy? Ozempic. Lizzo. You know, it's pretty funny. But there was a moment in that South Park episode where they said, we're going to have to navigate the healthcare system. And that's what I'm trying to do right now, just to get my metformin. It's ridiculous. It's impossible. So, where was I? So, yeah, so I couldn't fall back to sleep. And next thing you know, I said, okay, it's like 5:30. You can't go back to sleep. Just get up, start doing some of your work, try to have another productive day, try to stay up as long as you can so you can tire yourself out. So that's what I did. I started doing some work on the computer to make my life, my career, some home projects that I got going on. Just a bunch of little things in my head, too many things to be exact. But I'm trying to accomplish, 2 to 3 things every day, just to better myself for the future. But so I woke up at like 5:30. I mean, not that I woke up, but I couldn't go back to sleep from 3:30. I woke up at 5:30 and started doing some stuff. And then next thing you know, it's like 8 a.m. And then I had some cereal, and we'll talk about that in a second. I had some cereal, and then 2 hours later, my body broke down at like 9:45, and I had to lie down. So I ended up going to sleep at like 9:45, 10 a.m., and then I just woke up at 5:30. So I'm on a vampire schedule again. People think it's easy. Then just go to bed tonight again at 10 o'clock. It ain't that easy for me. When I get up, I'm at least up for 5 or 6 hours, but I got to figure it out. So I just get mad at myself, guys. I'm really hard on myself, and I put so much stress on myself. No wonder I possibly have had 2 or 3 stress strokes in my life. One of them is official. Had it a couple of years ago, about 3 years ago. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough sometimes, all the stuff we deal with. All right, let's talk about the cereal. That's what this video is going to be titled. The Fat Boy is Back. And let's talk about that. So I was blessed to buy food and groceries the other day through my Cal Fresh, which is EBT, which is basically food stamps for people on low income. And there's no shame in my game of getting food stamps or whatever, because I need it. If you don't struggle, then congratulations. If you take care of your family, I'm not here to judge. But sometimes a lot of us need help in our lives, and we have to rely on, socialism or that type of stuff to help us through. So, so my fridge and everything is full, and then I have to order through like Instacarts, and so I order for the whole month because it costs so much dang money in like, to get delivery. They got all these fees, and they keep adding fees every time. Because if you order from 2 or 3 places, every week or two, it's just easier and cheaper to order everything for the month on that one purchase through Instacart. It really is. I can't explain it. So I have to order everything for the month, on that one Instacart delivery service. And then, so because I order for the month, I typically order from bulk grocery stores, where you buy it in bulk, where everything's a little bit bigger, because everything is a little bit cheaper. Like if you were buying like a, I don't know, what can I reference? Like a chocolate powder, or because, I bought that last month. But I bought like a chocolate powder, and then you would get like 20 ounces of a chocolate powder, and it would be like $7. But then in the bulk store, you'd get 60 ounces of a chocolate powder for $11, which is basically 3 times the amount of chocolate powder for $3 more or whatever it might be. And then if you bought them separately, for the 20 ounces for like $7, that'd be like $22 or $23 or $21. And I got 60 ounces for like $11. So that's how they get you too. I get it. That's why the fat boy is back. But I do order from bulk stores. So I bought some pretty much healthy stuff. I've been trying to figure out what's best for my body to eat and this and that. But I do buy, the occasional, not the occasional, but I do buy 2 or 3 things every month, the sinful delights, to please the fat guy. Because, you can take the food away, but he'll never stop being fat minded, and that's who I am. But, so I bought this Crunch Berries. It was on sale. I forgot the price, maybe $7, $8. But I'm like, oh my God, Crunch Berries. I haven't had cereal in so freaking long. That should be the thumbnail. The Captain Crunch Berries. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta buy it. I want to taste it. It comes with two bags in here. So I got it, and I had some yesterday or earlier this morning, and oh my God, it tastes so good. It tastes so good. But that got me to think. That's one of the reasons why I made this video. Is I wanted to ask you guys, what was your favorite cereal growing up? I had about 5 of them that I would mostly frequent, and Crunch Berries was one of them. People say, "Oh, Captain Crunch is better than the Crunch Berries." I freaking love the Crunch Berries because you get the Captain Crunch, the peanut flavor, then you get the Crunch Berries. It's kind of like Tricks or something. Tricks are for kids, but I love Captain Crunch with one of my big go-tos. Another one of my big go-tos was Cookie Crisp. The little cookies, they didn't even taste like cookies, but Cookie Crisp is one. Raisin Bran, and it's funny because Raisin Bran has more sugar than some of these highly sugared cereals. It's so funny when you look into it. You would think Raisin Bran would be healthier, but technically it's not. It's got more sugar. But Raisin Bran was another one. Cookie Crisp, Captain Crunch, Fruity Pebbles. You got to throw Fruity Pebbles in there. And then probably for my 5th favorite cereal of all time, and in no particular order, I'm trying to think about some of the cereals that I just really, really loved. I think I'm going to throw Lucky Charms in there. But to be quite honest with you, Captain Crunch was probably number 1 for me. Cookie Crisp was probably Cookie Crisp would be number 3. So Captain Crunch was number 1 for me. Or Crunch Berries, sorry, Crunch Berries. Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries. Captain Crunch would be number 1. Fruity Pebbles would probably be number 2. 3 would be Cookie Crisp. 4 would be Raisin Bran. And then 5 would be Lucky Charms. And of course, I enjoyed the Frosted Flakes and all the other ones, but it's just something about those 5 cereals that did it for me. And there is a Mandela effect with Captain Crunch. I forgot. It's like, do they spell it Captain? Captain? Or just the cap with the N? Even though it only has the cap with the N, some people remember it saying Captain with a TAIN. So look into that Mandela effect. But here it is. The fat boy stuff for me that I'm going to eat. Probably every day. And it ain't going to make me feel good. That's probably why I fell asleep. And I lost all my energy because I got a sugar rush. And I messed myself up. But I do buy the occasional crap. It's not good for you. And I feel so bad. But I feel good at the time. But I feel so bad later. But hey, I am what I am. I'm always going to be the fat guy. And especially without having my metformin, my sugar medicine, my insulin, how worse does this happen to me? Ay, ay, ay. I mess up. And then another thing that I bought, which I shouldn't have, is I always buy mixed nuts or peanuts with like cranberries and cashews. But this time, I've always had an affinity for the little chocolate bars. This is not the bag of chocolate bars because I put it in an animal cookies container. So I put my nuts and my little mini bars that I bought, like the little bag of the mini bars, the Mr. Good bar, the Hershey's, the Crackles, and then see all the nuts. I just put them all in here. The nuts and the little mini chocolate bars, the Hershey, the Crackle, the dark chocolate, the Mr. Good bar, one of my favorite candy bars of all time, Mr. Good bar, and Rocky Road. Those are like my two faves. Rocky Road, the candy bar, and Mr. Good bar, my two faves. Then there was one called Whatchamacallit that I grew up loving, Whatchamacallit. So those are my top three. Mr. Good bar, number one. Whatchamacallit, number two. And what was the other one that I just mentioned? Oh, Rocky Road, like number three. It had the marshmallow and stuff. But this is a treat every day where I eat a candy bar or two. And yeah. Do you guys do this stuff too? What are your treats? What are your go-to treats to treat yourself while you're trying to be healthy, but you know you're really not? What are your treats? Yeah, let me know. There's so many little things that you guys might love. Let me know your favorite cereals. Let me know your top three cereals, your top three candy bars in the form below. And yeah, I appreciate you guys, and I just wanted to make this video, and this is what I wanted to talk about. So, yeah. Look forward to hopefully another Happy Alien podcast in the coming days. I still got to work on a guest. And if there's any other videos that you guys would like to see or me to talk about, please let me know down below, and then I can write it in my book of video ideas. But this one just came to me, share the Fat Boy cereal. Share that you are still a fat boy, and share your favorite cereals and your little treats. So, this should be the thumbnail. Wait, what happened? What happened? What happened? What happened right there? I don't know. I love you guys. I appreciate you being a part of this channel. And I want to give everybody better content, but this is what it is for now. But there will be additional interesting stuff coming up. Thank you very much. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I hope you enjoyed today's mini version of the Anxiety Files. And I love you. Blessings for a better day. Now I got to go put in some work and do some good things to hopefully end today with a positivity and a positive day. Hate can't hurt happy. Try to be happy. Try to spread the good, as little Nicky would say.